Hi, this is Damon with Alludo, and in this screencast I'm going to talk to you about Alludo and Twitter integration. One of our more popular features has been to allow for you to share achievements on Twitter that your players earn in Alludo. The way that we've done this in the past is that we've had you apply for a Twitter developer account, and that allows you to get some access keys that we then copy into Alludo, and then you can start tweeting automatically in the background. And this is a great way to share with your teachers PLNs. It's a great way to drive engagement, and in general, something that we really support. Recently, Twitter has updated their developer rules and made it much more difficult to get a developer account. And by difficult, I mean it just takes a lot more time. They ask a few more questions and that sort of thing. So it's still possible to do. It's still the process is basically the same. It just takes a lot longer. It used to be almost instantaneous, and now it can take up to 90 days in some cases to get that developer account. Now I assume they're going to improve that process, make it faster and that sort of thing. But because of the fallout from the 2016 election and all the congressional testimony that Facebook and other, and Twitter had to do, they've kind of started to tighten things up. And ultimately I think it's a good thing, but in the short term it makes things kind of challenging from our perspective. Now, rather than have you create developer accounts and that sort of thing, what we're working on right now and hoping to release in January, February timeframe is a way for you to integrate with Twitter that does not require you to create a developer account at all. And so what you'll do is you'll just authorize an account, and that'll be it. So it'll be much simpler process. However, in the interim, if you really want to get going on this, then I'm going to show you how to do that here in this walkthrough. So just to orient you into Alludo as an admin, you're going to go into district settings, and ultimately what you need to do is you need to get your Twitter consumer keys, Twitter secret, Twitter access token, and Twitter access token secret. Obviously these are not the keys here. I'm not going to share those with you, and your keys will be private too. But once you get those keys, you just copy and paste them into here. To get your keys, the first step you have to do is you have to apply for a Twitter developer account. To do that, go to developer.twitter.com and click on Apply. It brings you to this page here, and now this video is in the fall, in November of 2018, so it may be updated. But basically you're going to apply for a Twitter developer account. You can click on this link here. And once you do that, you're going to have to sign in with your Twitter credentials. Now, we already have our developer account, and so I can't really emulate this. But basically, once you sign in, you just fill out the forms. It'll ask you whether or not it's for academic purposes and that sort of thing. And if you have any trouble, don't hesitate to reach out to us on this form, but it's fairly straightforward. And then once you're done, it can take between 30 and 90 days for that developer account to get created. You'll be notified by Twitter, and they will give you access. At that point, then you'll just be able to access your account. And I'm just going to sign in to ours to show you what that looks like. So here, now you see I've signed in and I have these apps, and so I'm going to click on these apps. Now these are going to be all blurred out other than the names because I don't want to be sharing this with everybody, but basically you're going to have your list of applications. Now in your case you won't have any applications, so you'll click on Create App. I'm going to go into Alludo Learning, our main application that we use, and go in here. Now once you're here, you'll see that you have this app details, keys and tokens, and permissions. And the main thing that you need to click on are keys and tokens, because you need to generate some access tokens. When you first click in, your consumer keys are automatically created. You can regenerate them, avoid that if you can. And then you need to create these access tokens. Now I've already created access tokens, so I have revoke and regenerate, but you would have create. The permissions, once you generate them, are fairly straightforward. You want to allow for read and write access permissions, and you can click on that. You can update that through editing. You need read and write because we need to be able to write on your behalf, and so this is how you control that. Once you've done that and you've got your access tokens generated, then you simply copy those access tokens into Alludo, click on Update, and then you will be good to go. And that's all you need to do with respect to sharing achievements on Twitter. Now, as I mentioned, we are working diligently on simplifying this entire process so that you will no longer have to copy these keys and that sort of thing. So we're going to make it a lot simpler. Oh, final note, make sure you click on Enable Twitter Integration once you have your keys applied. If you have any questions, of course, don't hesitate to reach out to me or to the team, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.